And finally, we have the part F, which is a multiple choice. Now, this is just basically to understand what is the difference between a monopoly and a perfectly competitive industry. Now, remember that a perfectly competitive industry will produce at a point where the demand equals marginal cost. In other words, think about this is a market when this is perfectly competitive, or it will be the monopoly, because a monopoly is the market when this market is a monopoly. We have Q and we have P here. There's a demand curve and there's a supply curve. In the case of the monopoly, the supply curve is the marginal cost curve, but in the case of the market, the supply curve is a combination of all the marginal cost, right, in the individual producers. So if this market was competitive, the market would produce at this point, which is where price equals marginal cost, or demand equals supply, right? So this will be the quantity of a perfect competition. But the monopolies will not produce there because the marginal revenue for the monopolies is not there, but it's actually below the demand curve. So the monopolies will produce a lot less, right? This will be the quantity that the monopoly will produce a lot less than the perfectly competitive. Perfectly competitive industry will produce here, the monopoly will produce down here. So the monopolies will produce a lot less output, and also it would charge a price up here, right? This is the price that the perfect competition will charge, and this is the price that the monopoly would charge. So the monopoly also charge a lot more output. So what happens when you have a company industry going from monopoly, high price, and low output to perfect competition is that the price goes down as more competition enters the market, and that means that the quantity also goes up. So we're going to expect the price to go down and the quantity to go up. So that will be, they expect the market price to go down, so that eliminates this, and eliminates this, and it will pass the output to increase, and eliminate this one, and the answer is